I was curious if there was a consistent way to beat False Sun with a minimum build on E8, and so I found it. And all you'll need are 2 speed items on any character. Also disclaimer, this is cheese, or rather the first 2 phases are. This is not a guide on how to properly fight him. This is a little consistent way I discovered to cheese him, and I'm sharing that with you. The goal of phase 1 is to get to the edge of the stage so you can shoot him for free. The problem with phase 1 is that False Sun will dash, and if he's near you, he will auto-track you with his slam no matter what. You can't walk around him, you can only walk away. But if he dashes to you, you get hit, so it sucks. Well, I discovered that his dash is proportionate to his distance from you. If you're really, really far away, he'll overshoot his dash super, super far away. If you're kind of close, and you die every time. So the goal is to take every opportunity to run away from him I can get and move over to that ledge on the left side of the map. If you hear dash sound, run towards him and keep running that way. If you hear nothing, run perpendicular because he's shooting needles and it doesn't make a sound. Don't let him get caught on pillars, and bam, if done right, you should be good. The easiest way through phase 1 though, just have a drone. He always just goes for drones. Just walk over to the spot and wait until the drone dies. For phase 2, you're just gonna walk over from your ledge and stand behind this rock. Yep, that's it. He'll walk up, phase over. That's fun, right? So for phase 3, I actually developed some fondness for this phase actually during this. He has a few moves. Let's bundle up the swipe and the slam into one move for ease of explanation, his melee. And he has the summon crystal like push move and then the ability steal. When you have abilities, damage him, stand behind pillars during the laser, and if he runs at you, jump off the ledge of the stage to dodge. Whenever he does the push steal, just run away and go get your geode, and then he'll jump back to the middle. If he's on you melee attacking, just stand behind him to dodge the slams and the swipes. This phase you'll have to practice a bit, but I think it's actually fun, and those are the basics. This phase is very consistent if done right. Also, I just found a strategy for Ari in this fight. Phase 3, she'll spawn in with False Sun and ruin your life, but she spawns on you. So stand as close as you can to the Providence statue, and she won't be able to laser you at all during the fight if you hug the opposite edge. Also, when you jump off the edge, if you move away from the platform, you'll spawn where you jumped off. If you move into the platform, you'll spawn at this one specific spot every time. Use it to juke False Sun and set up for the laser. Now you're asking, why would I want to even do all this in a run? Well, excellent segue. I'll show you a full run, and you get to see why coming here makes the run better if you can survive it. Enjoy. Okay, alrighty. Now all we need is 2 speed, I think, and we're good. Theoretically. Anyway, what are the takeaways from your practice? Phase 1 is absolute dog shit. Dude, the fact that it auto angles when it like teleports or does the dash so you can't like dodge it by going around him is horrible. That like actually needs to change. I think it's kind of interesting that he dashes further depending on how far away you are from him. Phase 3 is... Oh, I used my beacon. That sucks. I think phase 3 is more interesting than I gave it credit for. It's still like not synced up properly in Eclipse, but I think my solutions to solving it were okay. I think phase 1 and 2 are really bad though. I think phase 3 is fine, but it was never about phase 3. Phase 2 was always the really bad one. A drone might mess up my phase 1 and 2, but I'm sure he'll just kill it on phase 1, so let's try to get only like 1 drone, like a healing drone if we can, not get like a ton of them. It's mostly just like developing muscle memory for what he's going to do and when, and what I should do. Phase 1 is situations where you outright take unavoidable damage if you don't have a skill to get you out of jail. Yeah, I think it's really bad. Most people, I guess, just don't notice it though, because you usually just have a drone, right? If you have a drone, it, you know, means you're good. Is it's gonna fall off the side. You might want to learn how to play around a ruling knight in phase 3, because then you can get the better rewards. Maybe. That seems like a problem not for right now, though. Let's focus on one thing at a time before we start adding in difficulty layers, I think. But you're right. A ruling knight being a factor in that fight is fucking horrible, actually. I don't understand why they would do that, but, you know, it's fine. Yeah, I guess that's my problem with phase 3 is when a ruling knight comes in. Okay, Opal's obviously very good. Hopefully the practice was pretty interesting. Maybe we can just get rid of that for whatever. You can fall sun when you have a house in seed. Each reward is a 40% chance to be a red, and 60% chance to be yellow for those who don't know. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but like also you have to kill a Ruling Knight and False Sun at the same time. And I think probably on, you know, Monsoon it's fine. Is it? I don't know. It still feels like insane to do that. It feels like you have to loop. I don't know. You might figure out something for that. Find angles to dodge both lasers. That's... I mean, doesn't a Ruling Knight literally move though? Also, like, let's pretend this little spot's the arena. The laser's coming from here and a Ruling Knight's back here. So like, you're getting blasted from both ends, dude. But maybe I can just sit on a Ruling Knight and be fine. She won't laser then. Control where she spawns. Oh, interesting. So if I start the phase at the end where the laser is. Oh, that's a good tech. Okay. Now we're kind of thinking. Also, where is everything on the stage, dude? I feel like there was so much more stuff. Does Rona herself block the head laser? I don't know, actually. That would also be good to test. Rona also has increased skill in that fight, so if you get hit with her Fisher attack, you just die instantly. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. Random question, how do you dodge boss golem lasers? Do you just have to hide around terrain? You just stand on them. They'll never laser. But yeah, I mean, like, hiding behind terrain is good. Is this a good spot? Does House Knight get stuck trying to go up? Yes. Okay, one thing at a time though. Let's we gotta see if I can do this one. I need speed though. Alright, let's just take all of this stuff. That would be cool if we can get the better rewards in a run. Fight a Ruling Knight. The best part about what I've discovered as far as like the practice, we don't need a feather. And that was something that I kind of thought we did need going into it. I was like, there's no way we end up doing this without a jump, but we actually don't need one, which is great news for me. Let's just get this now if we can. Oh, I got pushed. Well, that's great. That's like the best thing we could have gotten, actually, in the entire game. I mean, Red Whip would be amazing, though. Maybe Red Whip is the best thing we can get for this fight. Probably good that False Sun is less dependent on movement items than Mithrix. I mean, I guess. I was gonna say, I don't know if that's... I don't know if that's by design or not, but like... Get away from me. Hey, I'm grateful anyway. I'm not gonna be picky. Sucks that there was no Chantry on the stage. Hey, Order Many. It's one of the worst things in the game, probably. Get my item. Do I even want that? I might mess up my... No, we need to try it. Oh, interesting. Okay. What the fuck? How did I not see these? How are there so many? I feel like I'm just not seeing stuff anymore. Okay, at least we have a shrine for a chance stall. We can hack that actually right now. I hear an elder to my left. Defense nucleus, huh? Very cool. Nope. There's a many are so rare, I almost forget they exist, and then I get sad when I get one. On some maps, you get them more than others, so it definitely depends on where you go. There's some teleporter locations that just don't have any air nodes, and they just have to spawn in a horde of many, which is like, sucks. There's some spots where you can look at it and be like, oh, it's gonna happen. Respawn, the elders always give me so much trouble on this map. Any advice? Use the terrain as much as you can. Teleporters can make overloading worm and be too expensive and throw a horde of many at you. It's so sad. One more speed item and we're good to go. What's that? That's a speed fucking printer. Alright, we're in. Let's actually get that speed right now so we can actually loot the stages and not feel super bad about ourselves. Or many had their own boss item and didn't have like 10,000 health stage 1. Gun wouldn't work. So here's the thing about making a game and changing things about a game. You can just make something work, right? You can just change it. If they wanted gun to work, they would just make all of the hordes of many enemies just die and then drop a boss item. Maybe with how the game works now, that is true. It wouldn't, but we can kind of do whatever we want, right? If we were already changing stuff. It in particular sucks because you can get horde of many elders and house knights on the stage too. That's funny. Alright, we're set for movement. We have double our baseline speed that we need, which is great. Another summon, because that would be boring. I would hope that it's something that, like, you know, makes summons better, kind of like Drone Man. But I don't know. What is that? Dude, look at this shit. It's crazy. You saw tech phase 2? Probably. Phase 1, definitely. That's a good idea. That'll help with phase 1 a lot, actually. Just make it less boring. A watch or gas? I'm gonna take the gas right now. Watch is better for the fight, but let's focus on getting there first. Are you just gonna let your drones die phase 1? I think so, because otherwise in phase 2 we have a problem. How do we get False Sun into the spot if there's always a drone around? In fact, phase 1 is just gonna take longer because we have to wait for our drones to die, I'm pretty sure. You can just have all drones die the abundance of enemies in the stage leading up. That's true as well. I would like to have one drone going into the fight though, just to kind of see how it is. I don't really want to get any more though. The stage and Treeborn Colony look really nice, but from some reason I don't like the actual gameplay of them. No, I think that's completely fair. The flow of this map is a little bit off, in my opinion. That might actually be really good for us. Okay. Do I want to get rid of chance stalls? I may have one more stage to be able to actually use them. I don't know. I'll try to keep them for next stage. Might get something cool. Oh, we got a Wisp event. Interesting. Maybe we can get a Growth Tender and get a Little Disciple. Well, we're gonna get a Growth Tender probably, unless the teleporter's in a Horde of Many spot, but... Is the game harder or solo multiplayer? I'm not the person to ask about this. Oh, Kurt Printer, it's just gonna throw it off the side again. I love this map, dude. I don't know, I feel like if you are good and you play with someone else who is good, multiplayer is so damn easy. I feel like solo is also kind of easy. So I feel like they're even, from my perspective. But it depends on who you're playing with at the end of the day. If you're playing with someone who sucks, like some old man YouTuber or something, it's gonna be a lot harder. Or an Australian, I don't know, there's a lot of bad players out there, so. Catching strays? They're not even strays, they're direct targeting. I am out to get him. Let's actually take this, that's insanely good. Yeah, isn't this so sick, actually? How it keeps finding the perfect spots just to put printers on this map. 90% of the printer spots on this map, like, just do not work. It's crazy. I'm overreacting. There's clearly a bunch of printers on this map right now that work, but, like, dude, this map in particular, a band would be nice. One thing we're kind of missing right now is a lot of damage. I don't really have any of that. Hello? Is it doing the thing where stop taking my money and I have to re-enter? Take my money, please? I have more than enough for you to take? I don't know what causes this at all. Oh, did House Knight just not spawn? Or what? I don't. Minus a House Knight, actually. That's kind of cool. I like new bugs like that. I think it's kind of neat. House Knight just couldn't spawn there, and even it spawning like a Gilded Wisp didn't matter for me getting my rewards, so. I'll take this. It's not a bad thing. Oh, it's done now. Okay. I don't know. I guess I had to wait for a natural gilded. So I gotta kill every gilded enemy when that happens. I think there was a gilded under the platform. Sick. I was like sure it was just one, but I'm wrong, I guess. Alright. Take those three. No scrap on this map means, you know, no cool green cauldrons for us. Is there any other printer that I could use, that I'd want to use, that's just even like a marginal benefit? No. Found some damage. Alright, let's go. Time to fight False Sun. Best boss in the game. Oh, I don't have healing. I should have taken the Bungus, probably. Oh, we didn't get like 30 bosses this time, which is really weird. Oh yeah, no we did. They're just up there. Oh, is it still a Wisp event from last stage? Because it's not technically... No, they have a golem. For some reason I was like, dude, why are there only Wisps? This is bad. I shouldn't really be cornering myself here, but I kind of want to see how this works. I need to kill one of these large enemies to get any money. This is one of the worst parts about this stage, honestly. I guess we're just missing out on a couple large chests here because I cannot kill this shit. My damage is so bad, dude. What do I have for damage? A watch and ATG. Like, by this point in the run, you've beaten, like, you know, maybe 3 teleporter bosses across, like, the entirety of the run. And they just spawn in 4, sometimes, like, that are elite. It's like, what? Okay. Alright, alright, alright. We can actually pick up some shits. Old guillotine, huh? Need something cool? That's actually not cool at all. That's damage. We need bleed. It's not much though. Oh, that's my lockbox. I like how lockbox also spawns here. I think that's neat. Ooh, that's actually good. Ooh. Did we just go all in? I think bleed's better than Tesla here. Do I also get Drone Man? Ooh, maybe I just keep Tesla now. I would get 9 bleed though. I'd be up to 10 bleed? Microbots? That's fine. I could get more. I could get full bleed. Yes. Greed sickens me. If done right, I shouldn't need it. I mean, the microbot, what do they even do in this fight? I don't think you can actually soak up any single projectile out of the false sun fight. Am I wrong? It's not the lightning orbs, the pillars. Oh. I guess that would be nice, but I practice without it, so. Oh yeah, it's drones. So we can get to our spot safely, and the drones can die. Surely they'll die soon. There we go. These for phase 1, yep. And we don't revive them actually. Go fight? Yeah, it's pretty sick, right? Just wait till you see phase 2. At least with phase 3 I still have to play the game. Oh yeah, if I'm continuing this run I guess I kinda did want Tesla and microbots for the rest of the run. We avoided death so far? Yeah. Alright, let's play around this one. Let's hit it immediately. He's gonna push, summon pillars, he's gonna run at me, and then jump back in the middle. Oh, I'm actually chrono bobbling him. This actually changes a lot. He's gonna steal, right? Yeah. I can actually run and then have him jump. Chrono Bubble's crazy here, actually. And you're gonna jump. And that is a couple hours of setup practice worthwhile, so. Was it worth? I mean, I guess so. How would you continue the run? Actually, I'm gonna come here? I might, yeah. I tested the fight with a character with no microbots, no dash, 2 speed minimum, and it could be that consistent, so I might. It's free stuff if you can do it. But at least I learned how to make it consistent in this game on E8. I'm happy, actually. Major actual boss that appears within the run is cool conceptually. Conceptually, sure. But, man, I think they could have done a better job. I appreciate Phase 3 a lot more now, though. Phase 1 is actual trash, however. We'll do this before Legendary Chests. What about Phase 1 makes it so terrible? Every time False Sun dashes, he auto perfectly tracks the player and hits the slam button. So if he slams next to you, he will hit you every single time, no matter what, pretty much. But you know, whatever. He does not do that in the other phases. I don't know if that's intended or what. Voidling practice. I have done more Voidling than any single person here, so no thank you. I put in my time. Hope that it was worthwhile. At the time it was, because it was new. It was worthwhile to have something new in the game for me. The experience was pretty bad though, and that quickly went away. Honestly, I didn't really think I liked Voidling much even after like the 5th time, but I was like, maybe if I keep playing it more, it's at least interesting and it makes the runs harder. But I did Voidling for like 2 months after the DLC. It was horrible. And I kind of figure this can act the same way for a while. False Sun may not be good, but it's something new, and if I can make my runs different, I'll be happy. Hide behind rocks, yeah. Well, you either hide behind a rock or you just walk in a circle like this underneath Voidling, and I don't know. I wish it was more engaging than that. Could it have been? Maybe. Okay, that I am fine with. Like the VFX of Noxious Thorn. I think VFX work, like, effects themselves are pretty nice in the DLC. Like, I like the twisted one a lot. I don't like the way False Sun looks, though, and then moves character or boss. Ew, what the fuck? Well, bleed plus corrector is kind of crazy. You know what I actually really like? I like how Neural is a decent item in the hands of False Sun now. I think that's kind of sick. Got Voidling a few times, grinded the Simulacrum to a locked Void Fiend, then went back on Fiend, and that was my first Voidling kill, and then I spammed it. Now I got at least a kill on most every survivor and never went back. Yeah, that's, again, more than most people would have done and have done. Do you think gunning sometimes the real use of gun on False Sun, or is it just not worth? I mean, it's like almost 2 stakes, right? Or is it more? No, it's almost 2. It's 40 versus 25, right? Maybe. 2 stakes in a slug. I mean, before it would have been ridiculous, but gross kind of good. I don't know what I'm looking for. That, actually. TY. Thank you. Oh, too late. Maybe there's a combat shrine, actually. Yeah, I can reroll that Aegis and that Neural that I left behind. Wow, Race, why wouldn't you just pick up the Neural, dude? What is wrong with you? Are you stupid? Aegis work for False Sun's growth? No. Man, that would have been a fucking terrible Void Seed. That's crazy. We do take that key. Cool. Not cool. Better than Aegis though, I guess. Maybe. Growth is specifically max HP gain, not just healing items. Well, to say that Aegis is a healing item is also just untrue. It doesn't fall under like any Venn diagram of anything that would help growth. Aegis sucks. Aegis can come out of healing chest? I think it does. It's healing adjacent, technically. It's amazing how this thing is tankier than the Gilded Stone Titan I just fought. Come on. Fuck. Hey, we got the combo. Wow, yeah. Need to shoot it like literally immediately. Not that we needed that, but I'll take it. I think we played the stage pretty damn well. Let's scrap everything. Oh, I should have scrapped Chrono before picking it up, and the Noxious Storm. Let's get rid of it, it's not a big deal. Do I even need Noxious Thorn at this point? Probably not. Don't need that either. The only reason I'd really want to keep Chronos if we're close to Deathmark. We have 3 out of 4. Maybe I'll keep it. We already have 10 green scraps, so it's not a huge deal. My drones are just gonna kill everything for me, so I don't actually have to play the game anymore. Wow, two of these large damage chests. Is that another one? Wowee, dude. Okay, now we're in. Double shuriken. Fuck it. I think that's fine. Wowee. Okay. Maybe we keep that. I'm just taking that one. You kind of have the build. Just bleed maxing. That's really good. The enemy's kind of left. Yeah, they don't have enough credits to keep spawning at the speed that I'm killing them. My wave clear is just too good. Especially with drone course. So many large chests here. Get a chirp? I might. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other equipment. Or a scrapper. So let's just get rid of this. Probably loot easy. Do I want transmitter? No, I already have 2 of them. Should have gotten rid of those. Oh, and there's the scrapper. Shit. Bye-bye. Well, I don't want this, so now give me a chirp. Ah, it's a good try. It's actually a choice this time. Let me see. I don't have that much crit, though. I have 15... Is it just 15%? 16%? Ew. That's getting scrapped. I actually don't... I think this is one of those rare scenarios I might not take a Neotic. I don't know. I mean, it's good either way, though. I could re-roll it. Fuck. We need to scrap everything again. Part 2. Be gone. I do not want you. Everything I got this stage is just... Everything I got this stage. Do I really want Shorm? We have 16. Fuel cells, I'm taking Krunder. We have 18. We can get rid of transmitters. Awesome, carried this run. I mean, going there, I was able to get a lot of good shit. I was able to get 12 bleed. Sure. You know what's fucked up? We had a crit printer this stage, or not the stage, this run, and it was just on Treeborn, so Treeborn printers were classic. Where would a key box be if I had one? Now, where is my box? Don't fall off. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, where are my drones? There we go. Big. Please hit it. Good. Good run. I mean, going to False Sun really helped this build out. It wouldn't have been as good. Triple boss with the Voidling Glory Days? Yo! Imagine I go there and it takes all my speed. Crazy. With Bloom. The clickbait? Nah. Not even for clickbait, dude. I think the soups are the main thing that helps in going to False Sun. I mean, I agree. There's also like 4 or 5 large chests. And then you get like a really powerful blessing. And then a lesser blessing.